the night's already begun. I feel my heart's been overrun. It's got me thinking you could be the one. Can we stay here, wait for the sun? Cause the night's already begun. I feel my heart's been overrun. It's got me thinking you could be the one. Da 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 da. Thinking you could be the one. Da 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 Can we stay here, wait for the sun? Cause the night's already begun. I feel my heart's been on the run. Don't try and save me, I'm already gone. Don't try and save me. Baby, babe, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on them, couple plex, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, throw it back, ayy. And this one is for the champions. I ain't lost since I began, yeah. Funny how you said it was the end, yeah. Then I went and did it again, yeah. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. I don't run from nothing, no. Catch your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Catch your soul, just tell them that the break is over. Yeah, hey, oh, let's do it. I ain't fall off, I just ain't release my new shit. I blew up, now everybody tryna sue me. You call me Nas, but the hood call me Doobie. It's for the champions. I ain't lost since I began, yeah. Funny how you said it was the end, yeah. Then I went and did it again, yeah. I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. I don't run from nothing, dog. Catch your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Catch your soul, just tell them that the break is over. You don't run from nothing, dog. Catch your soul, just tell them that the break is over. You don't run from nothing, dog. Catch your soul, just tell them that the break is over.
Story of my life, searching for the right, but it keeps avoiding me. Sorrow in my soul, cause it seems like wrong really loves my company. He's more than a man, and this is more than love. The reason that the sky is blue, the clouds are rolling in because I'm gone again, and to him I just can't be true. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful, and it kills him inside reason why. Every time I walk out the door, I seem to die a little more inside. I don't wanna hurt him anymore. I don't wanna take away his life. I don't wanna be a murderer. Feel it in the air as I'm doing my hair, preparing for another day. A kiss upon my cheek as he reluctantly, as if I'm gonna be out late. I say I won't be long, just hanging with the girls. A lie I didn't have to tell, because we both know where I'm about to go, and we know it very well. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful, and it kills it inside to know that I'm happy with some other guy. I can see him dying. I don't wanna do this anymore. I don't wanna be the reason why. Every time I walk out the door, I see him die a little more inside. I don't wanna hurt him anymore. I don't wanna take away his life. I don't wanna be a murderer.
Good morning, everybody. What is going on? We got that SPY trying to push higher today. You know what is actually pushing higher, though, is NVIDIA. Oh, yeah. You guys know all about NVIDIA this morning, which is looking pretty hot. Up 1%. What's going on, everyone? Hell yeah, Mason. Smash that like and subscribe. Let's go. Let's check on the SPY. The opening candle was initially green. Now the second 1 minute candle is going red on the SPY, right around that 599 resistance. I'm getting pretty worried about this resistance holding up. I think it looks pretty rough here today, personally. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on this one closely at this $600 level. Just don't get caught bag holding some of these stocks, thinking that they're just going to keep ripping. We're at major resistance. There could be a slowdown. I'm not saying that there has to be, but, you know, if we were going to pick a spot for there to be one on the way up, that should probably be the biggest one. Good morning, Marcus, Steph, Jason, AK, So You, Justin, Toby, Stewart, JS, and Musician. What's going on? Poor SPY, but... Oh, I forgot my Thinkorswim crashed. Damn it. I just went to go pull up my watch list, and Thinkorswim is done. Forgot about that earlier. QQQ rejecting 514. You gotta love the crashes on Thinkorswim. They happen all the time. Very prevalent. I feel bad. Poor Schwab. You guys are gonna be like, switch. Might have to go to Trade Station with Savage. I hope Savage is okay this morning. Whoa, what the? Hell yeah, Outlaw. Hit the like button. Appreciate that. Shopify is up 19% on the morning with their earnings. Looking great today. Love that. 19%. You know, over the past few days, we keep seeing these insane runs. Look at another one. SMR. Looking pretty good. SMR 25.20 just broke above $25. Close to the highs of this week. If you're looking for momentum, SMR is one that definitely has some today. IONQ has some initially at open as well. This stock has the potential to go on insane runs, and it's broken some crazy resistances here in the past. Hey Tom, what are your thoughts on FedEx? I bought the dip mid-September, and now I kinda think to sell the call I have. 250 December 20th, 2024. Kinda think to sell the call I have. FedEx, you bought the dip mid-September. Let's go check it out. FedEx, the mid-September dip. We got to see the daily on this one. What the hell was I drawing on this one? Couple trend lines there from the past. Bought the dip mid-September. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so you bought it up after that huge earnings collapse, I hope. You got some calls. It's actually about filled the gap perfectly. You're right at resistance. Yeah, I actually think selling it right here is a good time. Great time. You know, this is right at resistance. It's about to fill the gap. Could it go a little bit more? I think so, but I think that you might be pushing it a little bit too. You know, with being at resistance, and we're seeing the big wick on the daily candle, I think it's probably a good time to sell, especially while SPY's at resistance and stuff too. Just in case 600 holds, I think locking it in is pretty smart. A lot of people say, well, hey, you know, don't you think it could go up to 300 or more? And it's like, sure, it could, but it's at major resistance. We have SPY at resistance at the same time. That's all kind of playing a big role here. It's more about protecting what's in your pocket rather than saying that you missed out. It's more of protecting what's in your pocket. Because now what happens if it drops from here, now you're really going to say you missed out, you know? Even worse than if it went up. You know, I'm curious. I bet traders have more emotional feeling whenever they miss out on a larger run than whenever they give back their gains on a smaller gain. But they shouldn't. Yeah, no problem, Marcus. Thank you. Sean's up 65% on SPY leaps. Beautiful, Sean. Well, I wonder what were they up yesterday at open? That's pretty fire. Damn. Let's pull up SMR on the book map really quick. Wow, SMR looks kind of weird. Look at those stacks of buyers that popped in overhead. That's pretty nuts. Let's pull up MU too while Somebody's asking. Why not? When do the SM bots turn on? I think it's right around 8:40 to 8:45. Or 9:40 to 9:45 if you're on Eastern time. Sorry, I'm on Central time. It's about 15 minutes after the market opens. Just imagine that. About 15 minutes, I like to say. "15 minutes. Did you say those buyers are above on SMR? Yeah, they actually are. There's sellers. There's sellers overhead. A lot of big sellers. Maybe I misspoke, but I meant to say sellers. 27, 28, 29, and 30. All overhead right here. Of course, SPY is at $600. Major level on the SPY as well. What's up, Tom? BTC's going crazy. What's up, Sneaky? BTC USD, we didn't even check on it yet today, but last night it hit... Oh, I guess it didn't technically hit 90K. Let's see. It got really close. Not technically 90K, but I'm just going to say it hit, you know, it got to 90K, essentially, and rejected. Yeah, fantastic movement with Bitcoin. It is moving down a little bit today. It looks like on an intraday basis, it's actually forming a decent little base here, which is good to see. But if this base gives out, it's going to be pretty brutal. But the good news is it's right at the $85,000 mark, which is a pretty crucial level for this one. Let me see, 1 second here. Hang on 1 second.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody.
Just helping somebody out really quick.
Baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way, it was our last night. I kissed your lips, make you grip the sheets with your fingertips. Last bottle of Jack, we split a fit. Just talk about life, gon' sip for sip. Yeah, you know you love to fight, and I say stuff I don't mean, but I'm still gon' wake up wanting you and me. I know that last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met, but baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way, it was our last night. No way, it was our last night. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met, but baby, something's telling me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The company SMR. Somebody asked, why is SMR moving so much? Why is it up the way it is? It's because they make small modular reactors, and there's been a lot of news lately with companies investing in nuclear energy, and SMR makes small modular reactors, which are essentially just small nuclear reactors. Here, I'll actually show you this. New scale SMR. Here we go. These are kind of like what they are. It's a small nuclear reactor, like you could have like a little, like let's say Amazon, like next to their big Amazon facility or something, right? Or Apple. They could like have a few of these SMRs to like maybe help power their stuff, right? That's essentially what we're kind of thinking with these. You know, you can see the size of one of these being like transported, I suppose. Looks pretty big. You know, here's the top of one sticking out of the ground, I guess, as like a demonstration. I'm not sure if that's like a operational one or not, but it is interesting with these SMRs, small modular reactors. Come on, QQQ. Rejecting at 5:14:38, right at that pre-market resistance. That's rough. What is this song? Come on, ACHR. You guys like that one? Hell yeah. Looking good, up 1.44% on the day. Wow. In pre-market, they ran down to support and got all the way back up. This is a big spot from the past couple days that they're stuck at. Sneaky said, how is that regulated? Uh-oh. No, I didn't read it yet. I'm going back. I've been applying for work all month. I finally have an interview today, Xbox said. Where at? That's pretty cool. Sean said had some ridiculous $700 calls, 2026 expiration as an experiment. Hey, nice. You know, if the market moves as much as it did lately, Sean, an experiment like that would work. Come on, Archer. Let's hit like 475 today at least. That would be pretty awesome. 475. Break the triple top. Yeah, Sneaky, I wonder how that's regulated with the small modular reactors. I'm not totally sure, but I would guess that there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I don't know about with it. There's so much weird regulations with everything. I can't even build a fucking deck onto my house without having regulators come look. It's like, it's my house. Like what does that matter to you? Only one company had its designs approved. Is it SMR, the company that has? Either way, it's going to be something that, you know, you would think that they would be able to get some approvals and stuff on that. If I get the job, they can do 401k matching. Nice. And shares of other companies. I'm uncertain if it's both or you get to choose one. Hey, that's cool. Oh, you meant to say of the company. I see. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, Sean. Whenever I read that it was the 700, I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. Like I said, though, it works during crazy times like this. I would say during most times it probably wouldn't, but as long as you're catching a good move initially. Guys, I don't use Robinhood anymore. You know, like I have not used Robinhood in a long time. Like a long time. What's your guys' preferred way to sell or to do a stop loss on Robinhood options? Because I know that there's viewers out there watching the stream who have used Robinhood before, and I'm trying to help somebody out. What's your preferred way to use stop losses on Robinhood options? Like, what's your preferred order type for it? I'm just curious because Robinhood is weird. I hate Robinhood, man. Hate him. But it's okay. I know a lot of people like him. It's simple. Sneaky said, exactly. I'm all for nuclear personally, but more like reactors that kind of just power the grid. Well, that's the thing, Sneaky. These big companies like Microsoft and Amazon and Google and all them, see, their data centers are kind of starting to draw from the grid so much that they almost need their own grid, you know? So it's kind of interesting that they're kind of doing that, but it might be a good thing for us because now we don't have to worry about that affecting like power surges on our houses or anything, or, you know, anything like that. You guys know about those weird back room meetings that these weird companies do together, like all the big CEOs and shit. They're like weird yearly meeting and stuff. There's a lot of weird ones out there. Hell, they probably collaborated on this. I bet they were all in the back room like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna eventually draw so much from the grid. We all need to invest in our own energy here. Amazon's guy is like, oh yeah, I want to do AWS, and Microsoft, or they're like, we want to do SMRs, and then Microsoft is like, well, we're gonna go get the 3 Mile Island open for us, or, you know, it's interesting, right? It's kind of interesting. They all did it right at the same time within like 3 days together too. That's what made it even weirder, I would say, or within like a week of each other. ACHR, let's go. New high of the day. Hell yeah, ACHR. Getting it going. I cannot believe this. I just saw something that's hilarious that Sean posted in the Discord, and I have to show it here because it's so funny, Cornish. I cannot believe that you posted this. Don Voyage, the day after Trump's victory, a cruise line introduced a travel package for those who want to skip forward for the next 4 years. The company also offers a 2-year midterm selection package. Imagine going on a cruise for 4 whole years because you don't like the president. That would be... I wonder, honestly, it might be a fun cruise, like a fun time. I wonder how much that costs. You know what would be really funny and like hilarious? Would be to go on the 4-year cruise, but as Trump supporters, just to make him mad. I think that would be kind of funny. It's like they make you walk the plank, you know? That's funny. QQQ, right around 4:15:40, or 5:15:40, I should say. It keeps jumping around this resistance here. Come on, let's get through there. SPY's trying to run up a little bit more. We got Nvidia pushing higher. They were pushing higher in pre-market as well. Actually looked pretty dang good. And we got to look at Coinbase, which is coming back now. It's still down on the day, but it looks like it's coming back to life a little bit on the 5-minute chart. That's a good plus. MicroStrategy looks pretty good as well on the come up. Looking a lot better here. Let's go see if Bitcoin's still holding support. Yup, very well. Still holding support, coming up off of it now in a pretty decent way. Those are some pretty consistent 5-minute candles off of that support and that base. It looks pretty good. 100 years ago, did the sheriff come F with every guy's horse? Hey, we need to put a sticker on that saddle so that it's registered. Yeah. Yeah, we need a piece of gold for that, for real. It's like, where's your papers? Where's your papers at? You know, it's very annoying. Very annoying. And the most annoying thing is, Sean, is that every time they have these amendments on the ballot, people vote them in. I'm like, holy crap. Like, on the Missouri ballot this year, they were doing some other tax bull crap. I was like, oh, great. More bullshit. It's like... The cruise should be named the USS Snowflake. That's a pretty good one. It costs $256K. You know, that's not too bad for 4 years, if I'm being honest. 4 years, $256,000. I don't know. If it pays for food and stuff, I might think about it. Shit. Yeah, it is pretty... Well, I'm just thinking on cruise standards, Mason, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. Cruise, just from a cruising standard. I'm thinking, like, if I took a week-long cruise and I added the cost of that up to, like, two years to 4 years. It's a 300 square foot room. Now, that is kind of rough. Yeah, a piece of gold per hour. Yeah, Sean, they need to come inspect and make sure that I poured the holes right and I poured the supports right, and then they need to come make sure that I lined up the planks right and that I'm using the right kind of wood and that I'm securing it the right way and using the right type of trusses and it's almost like I need to have an engineering degree to put this little deck out there. It's like I'd rather live at my house and buy a McLaren. Yeah, me too. Hell, with that much money, you could buy a cheap Ferrari. Something crazy. Buy 2 McLarens for that. Damn near. QQQ, right around 514.50. You need to go get special horse training. How about in California, how they can send you to the state referee? That's a pretty funny one. They'll send you off to the state referee so that they can look at your car and tell you that it's not up to spec. Ford, what do we do? You know, General Motors has had some very positive press lately. I don't know if you guys have been seeing them in the headlines or not, but it makes sense. The stock has been ripping up in a pretty good way. We had a $54 resistance that it's been breaking recently, but we haven't mentioned it too much, but it's been kind of under the radar, but really going in the short term, especially compared to the other legacy automakers. Like Ford's been popping up the past few days. It just doesn't look near as hot on the chart as General Motors. Go see Rivian really fast. Let's go check on some of these runners today. Meta. Let's go check on Affirm. They were on fire yesterday. Wow, the chip stocks. MU still selling back down. What about Qualcomm? Yeah, even Qualcomm. That sucks. Shopify bookmap Weasel asked. Yeah, definitely. I can pull that up. Let's get it for you real quick. Good old shop. Appreciate everybody joining up on the live today. We're about 30 minutes into the market being open. Smash that like button if you're just now joining up. The SPY is crazy around this $5.99 to $600 resistance. It's holding up again. Keeps holding up today. Bring that 4-chart setup back up. Hell yeah, James. Thank you. Do a Barry Bonds like 450-foot right field homer smash on the like. We're going to Barry today, Sean. All right, shop, let's pull it up. Here it is on the book map for you, now that it loaded. 115 is major resistance, but it looks like anywhere from like 110 to 112 has been having a lot of sellers stacked up there today, so keep watching out there. Mara book map? Yeah, sure. Mara book map. Let's pull it up on the regular chart first. Looks like a good support around 23 to 23.25. So let's see how that translates onto the... Oh, I already have it up. Oh yeah, 23, just like we thought. Pretty big. 170,000 shares there. Keep watching out for that. Go check on a couple stocks. Zscaler, pretty dang high today. Almost say it's getting into overbought territory. Go check on Amazon really quick. Big player lately. They tried to run up this morning, coming right back off that resistance. Damn. It looks like they actually hit the trend. It's not. It doesn't line up good enough. Palantir. $60 resistance. Sheesh. I like that $60 area. Palantir. Yeah, if you guys have any hot tickers, throw them out there. We're going to go back to the watch list, of course. SMR. Pull back a bit, still on watch. SQ is continuing very well off of yesterday's price action. SQ's got to be like the favorite of the day, I'd say, as far as the rip above yesterday's high. BT is starting to get some more positive action going. Datadog, DDOG. The watch list looks very underwhelming compared to recently. We're so used to seeing the entire watch list from like the bottom to the top be like 3% plus gainers. Now we're barely seeing positivity at the bottom. We're actually seeing a lot of red today. Guess what's red today? You'll never be surprised, is SMCI. Back down. Tesla is probably surprising people, though. That's a rough pullback today. It's not that bad, really. It's really not. It's right around the midpoint of yesterday. It's not like it's really down that much, but I will say this. A lot of bag holders are going to be hurt if Tesla truly pulls back here, and you're going to hold the bag on Tesla. It might get a little rough here. You know, it's been very hot the past couple weeks. Little pullbacks are expected, so just be careful. CCJ. Excuse me, need a quick water. UFPI. The hell is this? I've never heard of this one, Xbox. It looks pretty solid, though, if we're being real. BT 5.63. Tesla doesn't seem like it will go up anymore. Might just be me, though, Clay said. You know, I'm leaning on that side of it, but just in the short term. Like, I'm not saying it can't go up anymore overall, but in the short term, I'm kind of leaning that way, yes. That jump has been so hot on Tesla, though, like insane. In reality, again, you know, the best opportunity lately would have been trusting the trend line on Tesla and buying up that recent dip before the earnings, but, you know, it would have been an earnings play. It would have been pretty damn risky. But if you would have trusted the trend there, it would have been more of playing the support rather than the earnings, but the earnings just would have happened to have come into play. I know that was one thing that we've been looking at on Tesla the past year to 2 years, is this trend, waiting for it, but it finally broke. I remember whenever Tesla was falling here, I was actually kind of calling for $100. I had thought it would get a little bit more exponential than that, like 120 to 100 is kind of what I was looking for on that dip. I was about $20 off on the dip, which on the chart was just only by that much. It wasn't that much. I remember before it even got to 140, while it was like up here, people were like, no way it falls, you know? No way. I love looking back at this Tesla setup because it had that like mother of all trend lines. That's what we called it. The mother of all trend lines. Xbox said, it's the company I have an interview with today. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, good luck at the interview, Xbox. Definitely good luck there. Should I hold SoFi or not? Thoughts on SoFi? SOFI just hit resistance. I mean, right on, guys. Right on it. I think it's a hard hold here as we're at resistance, personally. I would look to probably take profits or sell here myself. It never really got through 14, which is big resistance. I mean, this is a big resistance. It's so major. We've been seeing so many hits and reversals off of this the past 2 trading days. It could always break, but I'm not trusting it myself for a break here. SPY 599 rejection. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's not a good look right here on the SPY. Not a good look at all. How's Tesla? What about Microsoft, which Mike was watching down? It's up a little bit today, but it's turning over. It could actually still be pretty good down at some point today. Apple looks pretty good as well. Hitting that 225 resistance, okay. Is it a good time to buy calls now heading to NVIDIA earnings? Any thoughts, Tom? Is it a good time to buy calls now into the earnings? Personally, I'm not a huge fan of playing the earnings. Now, if you're going in very, very light and like you just understand that it's a gamble, you know, you could try it. You know, I don't want to sit here and be like, ah, you know, you can't play that. My big problem is that earnings are set up for you to lose, Vico. They just are. Whether you think that it's the best company in the world or not, or you think that it's going to go to oblivion or not, or whatever, it's wild. We've seen it where NVIDIA is running up, and then the earnings come out, and they drop. You know, here, I'll find an example. Because everybody's always thinking this with NVIDIA. Like, here's an example right here, okay? Look, NVIDIA reported earnings on the circle, all right? On the circle is where NVIDIA reported, okay? A lot of people during this time were like, yes, this is what's going to get us up to the all-time highs again. It's earnings, it's NVIDIA, they never let us down, yada, yada, yada. Well, it did, you know? It's like, it's brutal, you know? You never know how they're gonna go. And this was a hot company. It actually ended up breaking that high like a month later. But the earnings just made it fall right there, you know? And everybody thinks that it's unstoppable. It's not. It's not. And if you play the earnings, it's forming unhealthy habits. It's like flipping a coin. Except with a little bit worser odds, I'd say, because of how market makers fuck us on options. That's why it's worse. It's kind of like 50-50, but then you're getting shafted by theta decay and the IV crush. And that's really what gets you with it. It's just not a healthy thing to do consistently. I get it, you know, it's NVIDIA. If you can't help yourself, I understand it. Just, I'll say this. You don't know how many people in Discord I see type messages, and I want you guys to take this to heart. You guys don't deal with the people complaining because they blew their whole accounts all the time. Like I have to, you know? Like, you don't know how many times I have to sit here and listen. I thought these earnings were going to be great. Now my account's blown. What do I do? It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you to do. You shouldn't have been playing the earnings, you know? It's at least not going all in or deep or heavy or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I'm not trying to pick on you, Vico. There's just been a lot of weirdness with the earnings lately as well. You know, they're very mixed. I can't wait for earnings tonight. Mara, Soundhound. Watch Mara fall while having good numbers or something. I sure as hell hope not. Mara better get going a little bit better on their earnings, especially with this jump of Bitcoin. You would think that they would have a good report with Mara. Like, if I were to pick any of them, Mara would be one that I think has a good shot to have a decent earnings, but I'm still not going to play it. Rocket Mortgage Card. I forgot Wolf reports too. WULF. TerraWolf. That stock has been on fire. Come on, SMR. Let's go. They should take it as a lesson. If you choose to play earnings, give yourself time on your options, preferably leap years. That is true. The more time you give yourself, the better. Most people go weeklies and go out of the money, so it's makes it extremely volatile. Yeah, no problem, Vico. Check out MSTR 8% plus now. Nice. Yes, MicroStrategy. Can you keep it going here? For our guy, I Am Serve. I know he likes Coinbase and MicroStrategy. Or Savage, as we like to say it here on the stream.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world in 7 seas. Everybody looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you.
Hang on one sec. I'm going to run and grab a water really quick. And I'm going to sneeze.
Looking for something. Hold your head up, keep your head up. Hold your head up, keep your head up. Hold your head up. Keep your head up, hold your head up, keep your head up. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
All right. $4,000 on ACHR. Fuck yeah, Mason. ACHR. We're going to, what'd you call it? Turks and Caicos. Yeah, we're going to Turks. Crazy runner there. Hoot, hoot. SoundHound has earnings. Yeah, a lot of people are interested in SoundHound. They report earnings tonight as well. The stock has been extremely hot. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be looking to play that one. Be careful, as always. SoundHound, though, right at resistance. There's going to be a few of these earnings plays that pop off tonight, and there's going to be a few that die. I'm like laughing in my own head. I'm I'm like, that sounds like the most basic thing ever. There's gonna be a few that pop off and a few that die. And that's just the craziness of the earnings, you know? Ooh, I know Mason did that on options, Outlaw. Because it was the big money play. Wow. Yeah, the big money plays, here they are, Outlaw, if you're interested. Had the 4-strike calls and the 4.5 calls for January 17th, 2025. Archer almost hit 4.75 today. It's getting close. Hell yeah. ACHR. A fan favorite here. Shop kept going. Rebroke the high of the day on Shopify. Wow. What a good run. The bot play on Shopify from 840 is killing it. Or from 841. It dipped a little bit right off the bat, but man, ended up breaking the high of day and running. INOD, can I get an evaluation? InnoData. I've never heard of this stock. INOD. Wow. Looks like they had a good earnings report. And they're staying up with all these other companies. Let's see. It's an American company that provides business, process, technology, and consulting services. The company also provides products that aim to help clients create, manage, use, and distribute digital information. Okay. I kind of like it. It sounds pretty badass. Here's their website. Train and deploy industry-leading generative and traditional AIs. This is pretty crazy. Pretty good. QQQ, let's check the 5-minute chart. Just stuck at resistance here. Totally stuck. Nvidia's pushing a new high of the day. They might even go to test 150 today again. This is pretty crazy. 2 million shares at $150 on Nvidia. Wow, it makes sense. It's the recent high as well. Good morning, Demure. Demure says the high-risk scalps seem to be doing the opposite. Some, not all of them are going to work. As with any strategy. But I know, Demure. I know what you mean. We're trying to work on the amount that it's been calling out as well.
So tell me what you feel, my love, 'cause I can never get enough. And tell me what you feel, my love. Yeah, I could never leave 'cause I'm needing feeling. Let me feel your love.
Too many or not enough?
'Cause I can never get enough.
Meta got rejected really hard. Yeah, that I was actually eyeing that one up. It did. It was right at $600 resistance as well. It definitely did. That's a thing, Demure, where a lot of people should have noticed that 600 mark. But I get it. It takes a little bit of extra work there. Like, been ready to exit if it rejected there. It takes a little bit of skill, but like on like a 1 minute chart, you can be like, okay, 600 is coming up. What do I do, right? I know it's a big level. It might reject. What do I do? You start to see these wicks come in. The market's not going to be like it has been the past couple weeks, where it just only breaks out. I like to look at those candles close. Like, at least like right here, cutting, if you're scalping it. You could totally tell right here where I'm circling is totally different than anywhere else on the run-up where there was a pullback. If it just would have consolidated right here and then broke out, the trend would have kept going. It would have been viable to keep holding, but you need to kind of have a little bit of skill here. And I'm showing this so that hopefully this helps people on their exits on these plays. Hindsight's always 20/20, but it's important to look at these changes in direction so that you can help identify where the changes in direction come in at, so that it helps you not lose as much on the play if it does lose, or you might even get out around break even a lot of the time, or etc. In these circumstances. But I'm just saying it just so that it hopefully helps some of you guys out there trying to identify like some of these trend changes on these stocks. It's not yeah, and like Demure, I'm not trying to sit here and say like, it's all your fault. It's just skill problems, but it's just something I'm trying to just hopefully help you guys out with. You know, get you guys more used to seeing those reversals. Spy was a bad one today. It really failed to break out at this resistance here. It's kind of brutal, actually, as it failed. This was kind of where Spy started to really change its trend of the day, as the support gave out. How many sellers are stacked up on NVIDIA at 150? Was 2 million, Jason. 2 million. Yep, 2 million. We were looking at it a lot here a few minutes ago, but yeah, 2 million. Wow, look at that one. Even just popped in at 149.80. That's funny. They just popped in just now. Oh yeah, they're growing. It just grew another 100,000 shares there. Excuse me. Zooming super close onto it. Yeah, it's a lot. And it's also the recent high. It makes sense that that would be the spot where a lot of sellers are stacking up. Spy's about to make a new low of the day as the brutality continues here on this sell-off ever since support gave out. Uh-oh. It is getting pretty close to support from the past couple days, right around 597.50 is one that I have, and then of course 597 and then 596.70. Made a nice $18 on an NVIDIA scalp. Hey! Yeah, NVIDIA's still pushing. Close to 150 here. I'm curious if it's gonna try to touch 150 or not. It might not quite make it there. It might hit like 149.80. Remember, we saw that stack come in there now too. Keep watching it. I'd probably, if you are holding, let's say, the scalp, I would look to close as it gets up to here. For anybody that's holding it, not just you. Aesthetic Cars. I love that name. I'm a big car person. Thoughts on Enphase? ENPH. And Ali, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. Ali, thank you. $2.94% to the downside on Enphase. This stock has been terrible. Brutal. I called it out on, I believe it was either Thursday night's video or Sunday night's video. The thing ended up tanking again. It's been terrible. Continues the onslaught to the downside here with Enphase. Gosh. I do think it'll find a support fairly soon, but it's actually pretty close to a major spot on the daily, which is good. Right around 60 even. Looks pretty solid on the daily there. End phase. Yeah, I'm not a buyer of them right now, personally. Maybe you can try to ride the wave down, but I'm not a buyer of them, and I think they're getting pretty close to that 60 support, so it's been a fun ride down, but I would be wary of that support coming up. Again, if you do short it, just watch out for 60. You know, have that as a mental area you're keeping in mind. If you see like a good bounce off there, might need to close the short. Palantir is actually holding its support intraday around 59, and it has this $60 resistance. Kind of in a weird intraday setup, I'd say. Weird setup here. A Puma armored vehicle. What is that? Let's look those up. Puma armored vehicle. What is that? Oh, one of these. I didn't know this is what you meant. That's so funny. How nice. I find it quite annoying that I can't enter calls from Europe as I don't have all the options available. For example, I could not get into a firm yesterday. Aw, that's annoying, Marcus. Marcus, that is annoying. You can do some Tokyo drift with that vehicle. SoFi. Come on, you're so close to resistance. It bounced right off of 14. It might not be able to get it going here today. Go back to ZS here. ZS had that $200 break this morning. That would be pretty fire to see it continue. Get to like 207 plus. That would be a good scalping target here. Needs to get above that high of day or else it's gonna get hard. Nvidia rejected. Surprise, surprise, right? Yeah. Surprise, surprise. We figured it would happen. I don't know if there's enough momentum to get through that $2 million level today here on Nvidia. I don't know if I see it today. Could it happen? Yeah, I mean, anything can. It's I would put like the chances though on like a, you know, like a, I don't know, 45% or something. 40%. If I was gonna randomly say, oh yeah, what's the chances we break 150 today? I'd say like 40%. If I was being real. You know, again, total guess. Just trying to give like a perspective of it. Okay. Let's check out Apple.
I mean, we can throw shapes together, but it doesn't mean you're in my circle. Yeah. cruise through life and I'm feeling on track. If you can't keep up, then you better fall back. Guess money look better when I see it all stacked up. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, I can't get too much of a good thing. So I'm here dressed up in the finest things. Well, please hold your tongue, don't say a damn thing. See your eyes on camera flashing.
You know, if anything, I could swing NVIDIA before earnings.
Oh no, I'm just passing. Do you wanna drink? No, thanks for asking. Ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know
You could try to swing it before the earnings, yeah.
I am not your
Like a move into the earnings, I could see that
Don't act
being something someone does.
like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, fuck yeah. Ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. I am not your homie, not your ooh, nah, nah, yeah. Don't act like you know me, like you know me, nah, nah, yeah. You don't know me, fuck yeah.
It's the moment. It's the moment. You can't stop it. Can't stop it. Shake it. Shake it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Wow, this double top on Apple's still pretty big.
Now, homie, I say I run it, cause I'm in control. Hypnotic Hennessy, a couple shots of Patron. I have you feeling alright, I bet you high as a kite. Party poppin', shorty says she coming with me tonight. I ain't shoulder leaning, I ain't snapping and popping. Either I'm popping my head or I'm just standing there watching. I'm a hustler, I hustle. You can tell that I'm paid and I protect what I got. I'm in the house with my blade. Homie, you front, you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I said it, cause I want you to trade it. Yeah, I feel on that shoot it. You should see what I'm selling. That's the stones to be won.
Apple's pretty nuts, pretty overextended. Double topping.
When me and Dick got together to do this music, the more we became enveloped, we just developed the fellowship through it. It's no pretension, it's friendship, me nemesis, that's who nemesis.
Do it before they price it in. Actually, I always wonder if your value will go down once they price it in. Is that even a thing? On the options, no. As the implied volatility increases in the earnings, there could actually be some good opportunities to like buy options ahead of that IV increase, and then then it goes up. There is possibilities that it could go down, Demure. But like, let's say it would have to be something like, let's say DJT, where like it has a big catalyst like the election. It might actually go down because, like, let's say that catalyst played into it and caused more of an IV than, like, let's say the earnings would. So that's it can be a little weird depending on, like, what's going on. You know, every situation's different from company to company, but your value wouldn't really go down unless the stock just stays the same, and then theta will get you, but that's just theta, you know. You gotta pump it up. Oh yeah. I like this song now a lot too, Mason, honestly. We need the damn SPY bulls to come in here and pump it up today. Bulls took a day off. Their backs are hurting. Yeah, the Bulls are going to have to go see the chiropractors after this, Mason. Man. No kidding. Go see the chiropractor. How's DraftKings today? Not as hot as yesterday. Amazing, though. Loving this move with DraftKings. Let's go. It's getting close to resistances. SQ has been great the past couple days. It is right at resistance, though, now. There's the first resistance here at around 87.50, we'll say. And then there's another one right at 90. Great movement, though, out of Square. PayPal tried to keep going today. Broke out a little bit at open and actually faked. PayPal had a bit of a fake there. I could see this one of being a bad stopped out type of trade. Happens though, you know, where the high of day breaks and it just doesn't get that that volatility going. Turns right back over. This is a bad example, or I guess it's a good example of a bad fake out. They went to the spa after the workout. That's funny. My club song. Demure, I've never been to a club either, man. I'm not the club type. Personally. I find no joy in doing any of that. I'd rather sit at home and bust up tanks with you, Demure. That's funny. Yeah, I've never been Mason myself either. When are you ever gonna come tanking again? Yeah, I know, man. It's hard to find the time with the daughter. It's crazy. I was gonna say this Friday, but we have that Tyson fight. Hey, just so you guys know, that fight is this Friday. Yesterday on the stream, I said that it was on Saturday. Because these dummies on this website, they have it on there as Saturday. Or they did. They probably fixed it now. But I texted it to my dad. Even the picture. So I saved the picture, which is funny. Yeah, they switched it. Right here, it used to say Saturday, November 15th, yesterday. You can go look at the live stream and go look it up. They said it. Yeah, they messed me up because I texted my dad. I was like, hey, come over. Let's watch the game on Friday or on Saturday. And he was like, it's on Friday. I was like, what? No, it's not. Okay. It's Jover for Tom. He finally settled down. Man, all I have time to play now is RuneScape, and the only reason I get to play that is because it's on the phone. I can go sit with my daughter in the living room and play it, or, you know. I don't recommend doing this. You know, sometimes even play it while you're driving or something. No, I'm just kidding. I've only done that like one time. Tessie. It would be kind of cool though to have a Tesla auto drive me to the gym at night, and then I could just play. Yeah. Until my Tesla hits a deer that it didn't see, apparently. But baking soda. Baking soda.
If I warned you that the fire's gonna burn, would you walk in? Would you let me do it first? Do it all in the name.
I have a fiance, so it's over for me. Oh,
Let me lead you even when
yeah, you're right.
in the darkness,
We don't have to tell her though, Mason. You know,
in the silence,
we don't have to. Next time we go to golf, Mason, we're going there.
in the name
No, I'm kidding.
of love, in the name of love,
Of course, I wouldn't do that.
in the name of love, in the name
Hey Tom, you know I was going to hop on PUBG until I saw the BattleEye launcher you have to install. Ooh, BattleEye, huh? That's funny. BattleEye. I think I have BattleEye for like DayZ and Tarkov or something. They have a couple of those used for that. BattleEye. Oh yeah, I do have that. Yep. I don't trust it. That's because you're hacking, Demure. It's okay. I know. I get it. I wouldn't want to install it either if I was hacking.
Would you let me lead you even when you're blind? In the darkness, in the middle of the night, in the silence, when there's no one by your side.
Tom, can you display the book map for SMR?
If I told you,
SMR. Wow, it pulled back really hard today with SMR.
come and meet me in
Yeah, I think I already have it pulled up somewhere here.
when you're jumping from the heights, would you fall in the name of love? When there's madness, when there's poison in your head, when the sadness leaves you broken in your bed, I will hold you in the depths of your despair, and it's all in the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of
Please. Yeah, here it is. I got you. $22 support, $20 support coming in here as well. Mason cleared the Minesweeper. That's funny. The Minesweeper of all things. Martin Garrix, love that jam. Hell yeah. I don't even know who that is, but I'm glad you like it. QQQ rejecting. I'm hard pressed to say QQQ would rise today. This looks like a pretty bearish setup here at Resistance. Oh, come on. Nvidia's got so close to 150. It rejected earlier whenever we were watching it. Now we're coming right back to it. And it's trying to recover back into that range. I think I could scope out a landmine. I'm pretty good with mines. You know what, Mason? That's actually in the game. There's a lot of anti-tank mines. It would not be bad for you to go do that, honestly. I'll drive, Demure can shoot, and you can look for mines and people. You know what would be really fun, Demir, is if you could, like, have a rifle and you could, like, stick your head out of the top of the tank and shoot and then go back inside. That'd be kind of cool. Like a little submachine gun or something, a little grease gun action, you know? Yeah, like Fury, yup. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Oh, he did? I thought they had grease guns. My fault. It's much more fun to trade without indicators, Sean said. Should have went no indicators years ago. Yeah, man, I'm serious. I did it too, Sean. I went no indicators a few years ago. I used to use simple moving averages quite a bit, very religiously, and eventually gave them up. Just focus on price action. You know, candlestick setups, etc. Identifying where that momentum shifts. QQQ, there we go. Rejecting down a little harder. SPY breaking a 597.50. The first support coming up has been broken now. Uh-oh. Brutal there on the SPY. The sell-off continues today, which is totally fine. Totally fine. We're at big resistances. The market's been rocking lately. It's okay to have a pullback or two. Excuse me. Man, what's going on here? You know, another water. Hang on. Hell yeah, Sean, that's awesome. Yep, switching through the time frames. Love that, man. I love using those hourlies and those dailies to identify a larger trend and then being like, oh, cool, you know, we can play this trend intraday. Spa day, and that's no bull. I love it. How do you trade without indicators? You really are just looking at the price action of the market, JS. Most hedge funds and stuff, they don't use all those indicators that people use. Most people don't use those as much. If it trends up, follow it. If down, follow it, JS said. Essentially, yeah. You know, I mean, in the easy way to say it, yes. You know, I mean, obviously that's what you want to do. But there becomes things where, like, okay, like what can we identify here? You know, like, let's look at the SPY today. Okay? SPY started rejecting in a pretty good way and posting a lower high right here on the red arrow. We also had a good wick that extended down to pre-market resistance, which shows that this area here was a decent support. Okay? You don't need indicators to trade these. You know, you could see, okay, we have support. All right, cool. Support's giving out. We're seeing some good momentum to the downside. Great. You know, resistance never re-broke back up. So, you know, downside opportunities come in. More supports break. Create even more opportunities throughout the day. You know, we have this breakdown opportunity. We have this breakdown opportunity as two of the bigger ones to look for. You know, find all that stuff without indicators. You don't need that. Those to find these. I like the idea, Sean. I'm going to go for a test. Nice, James. Hell yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy it, Sean. All right. Go back to SPY real quick, see what we got on that low a day. Yeah, it broke 597.50. It's trying to hold here. See what comes up.
Take a chance now. We won't tumble. Wanna roll the dice.
Appreciate you guys all joining up this morning, though. Seriously, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Making the community badass, as always. Love finding the badass setups here. Come on, QQQ. Let's break that support and really sell down here intraday. Be ready. There's an opportunity on the QQQ here with this support at 513 to 512.85. If you do start to see that area give down today, that could be a pretty fun opportunity here to try and trade it lower. You could even try to catch an entry some point here or even here if it tries to retest on this way back up. Make sure we hit the like button, people, please, and thank you. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you're just now joining up. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Appreciate you there. Definitely subscribe up as well. Let's go, let's go. I love this song that's coming up. Ooh, I don't like this version of it, though. Ew. Go check BT. Looking for a big support intraday right around 545 on BT. This is a big one. I have 427s and 132 curve. Oh, and my laptop. That's a good setup, James. Hell yeah. Great one. All right, let's go check out Zoom, which is also consolidating right at the high of the day today. How is Adobe second on my watch list? Yeah, stocks are definitely slowing up now here. Look at SQ at 87, rejecting back down. Pretty crazy on these rejections. Oh, I know that attachment, James. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a fun attachment. I've seen those out there. There's a few different ones. Pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace, Demure said. Sounds good, Demure. See you later, man. Have a great rest of the day. I'll hit you up about some tanks soon. Yeah, I have been pretty busy the past couple weeks, though. It's been a wild past couple weeks here for Tom. Boeing really sold off today. Getting really close to that recent low now. Starting to worry me that the support's going to actually give out this time. There were a couple good opportunities up off of these supports here on Boeing. Couple good ones. But now it's finally breaking down. That could be brutal here. Later, Tom. Have a great day. Yeah, sounds good, Outlaw. Yeah, we are probably going to end the stream soon here as well. Probably going to try to get a little game of Tetris going today, though. You know, why not? QQQ, brutal. Come on, give out on support so we can play that support break already, QQQ. Spy's doing it. Why don't you join along in the fun? Let's go check Nvidia, Microsoft. Nvidia right at that 150 mark, kind of rejecting off today. I don't see it breaking that level today unless something exponential happens. go see this board chart setup here and try some Tetris. How good do you guys think I can do on Tetris today? Throw out some numbers in the chat. Just guess. Like, what do you think I'm gonna get to today? So who is going to go live in Discord and point their phones at the Tyson Paul fight for me, Sean said. I'll do it. I will do it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I wouldn't be too against it, but I don't know how much trouble we could possibly get in for that. I might have to sign back up for Netflix, seriously. At least just for a month. Or you could just go to Stream East. Like everyone else does. I don't do that. But, you know, I can't stop you from going there. It might not be legal, I'm not sure. You'll have to check on the law, but I gotta cover my own ass here. We have a guess of 32, a guess of 34. Okay. Those are pretty good numbers to guess. That's probably right around where I'm going to be. Look at Microsoft with that green candle here. I'm getting lots of put plays on the SM bot today. TSM being called out. BABA. All the China stocks are gapping down like crazy. Look at BABA on the daily now. It's like halfway back down from that run it had. This is where we're talking about, like, when the momentum shifts, don't get caught holding the bag, guys. Don't get caught holding the bag. I know way too many people that got caught holding the bag on the China stocks. And then even when it fell to here, they wouldn't let it go, you know? They were too bullish or too greedy, I guess we could say. Assuming you have end of week expiration options. So then we get to decide, should we hang on until the end of the week or just close our positions? Oh, JS. Uh-oh. Yeah, be very wary holding weekly options overnight. Holding those for multiple days can be extremely risky. Especially if they're out of the money. If you're up a ton on them, you know, you could hold them into the next days, but just be aware of that, JS. If you're going to hold multiple days, I recommend going out like 3 to 4 weeks on the expiration. Always. Clay said, what are the best resources to really get into trading rather than stocks in general? Love the videos. Thanks. Hey, Clay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of resources out there. You know, you could, there's a lot of courses out there that you could try to take to help you advance your trading quicker. Like, for example, we do like options courses. We have like the intro to options and then the advanced options course. For people out there who want to get into options who are just currently trading stocks, or we have There's lots of resources on YouTube, of course. Honestly, Clay, you know, it's very beneficial to like go on YouTube and just like scour YouTube for like tons of videos on trading and, you know, watching tons of strategies and seeing like, okay, what do some of the better traders do over the worser traders? And, you know, should I go for safer strategies or, you know, riskier strategies? But YouTube is awesome. I mean, and it's, you know, it's not just even the StockedUp channel. It's all there's a lot of good channels out there for learning trading and charting and etc. and price action and all that good stuff. Oh, great. Looks like people are looking for another hurricane coming to Florida. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Generac? That's funny. GNRC. Speaking of Generac, I haven't looked at them in a while. They actually had still been moving very well on the daily. I had kind of forgot about them for a little while. I'm kind of glad you mentioned it. James said, if you're married over 20 years, are you still holding the bag? Yeah, in that case, yes, you are. You're holding the bag, yes. Hopefully the bag doesn't inflate, though, James. That's the big hope there over 20 years. Hopefully that bag stays the same size, you know.
Brother,
Ew, brother. She diamond-handed? That's funny. Come on, Spy. What are we seeing here? Honestly, it seems like Spy's about to get pretty boring in Tom's eyes. Seems like it's slowing up a lot. QQQ broke support finally, and it's actually re-testing it or confirming off of it now. If it stays under here, the opportunity down could be pretty fun. Spy's worrying me, though, with how it's starting to look. Looks like it might try to come back here. QQQ might also try to come back, but if we see that rejection and you start to see a better move like this as that wick breaks, that's the entry point kind of here on the line as that breaks. You got to be ready, though. You can't be late to it. You know, you can't be late. You got to be ready. You got to hit on it if it rejects there. Wow, let's see here. Come on, Spy. Retesting that resistance now, 597.50. You know, the trend might be shifting a little bit here today. It might be shifting back to the upside for a little while. Doesn't mean it's going to end the day all the way back up here, but it is something to look at here. If you were short, or if you were looking to short, looks like it is shifting. All right, guys, we're probably going to call the stream. Appreciate everybody joining up. We had 2 guesses on the number for Tetris here. 32 and 34. Let's see how close they get. Let's run one real quick. Let's run it up. All right, I'm restarting because it lagged. Sorry, I'm cheating. The heck, game. Damn you, game. It just couldn't give me a nice start, could it? I'm trying to do something fancy again. And it ruined me. Alright, we can at least hit 32, I think, though. I think we at least got it there. Going pretty good, actually, I'd say. Uh-oh. That got weird. Maybe I'll do better than I thought today. All right. Somehow I've made this into a good game. I don't even know how. Ooh, now I didn't. Now I didn't, though. Oops. It's going so fast now. Oh yeah, I'm done. It's over, Mason. We got 38. I beat your guys' guess. Hey, at least I beat the guesses today. That's a good plus. Have a little fun on the stream. All right. Before we leave here, I just want to leave you guys with a couple good words here today. All right. Trading is a very, very hard thing to do. Okay. I like to call it a hard game because I think of everything as it's a game. I even think of life as it's a game. You know, it's like we're living in the sim, right? But nonetheless, it's very hard out there. You know, especially for newer traders. It's very difficult to be successful right away. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of practice. I've seen some great growth from people throughout the Discord over the course of like 2 to 3 years. But hey, the first 6 months to a year, those same people that I saw great growth from, they had a rough first 6 months to a year. So just keep that in mind. You know, trading's a hard thing to grasp. It's very difficult. It's a big mental game as well. And it's just something that you need to be very, very careful with when you're trading. You know, you need to keep your mental game in check. You need to not be over leveraging. One play should never wipe out an account, ever. You should be careful going too deep on plays. Take it slow in the beginning. Everyone always wants to jump right in and they want to become a day trader right off the bat and just quit their day job. And guys, that's a couple years down the line, you know. Couple years down the line. It's hard out there. I know it seems great because right now stocks are going up. Long-term portfolios are killing it. People are loving this price action, but then there's a lot of people out there who are getting kind of depressed because they're not able to play the momentum correctly. And it's okay. You know, keep putting time into learning. Learn better entries. You might go, well, Tom, how do I do that? You need to put time in researching it on YouTube, watching tons of videos on entries and better entry points and identifying trend changes and stuff like that. Very important. Just wanted to leave you guys with that today. I hope you all have a great rest of your Taco Tuesday. Let's go. Taco Tuesday. I'm kind of excited for Taco Tuesday today. We're going to have tacos for dinner. I just decided. Right now, we're having tacos. That's going to piss the fiance off because I love tacos and I have them all the time. But nonetheless, we're having them. But have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. See you in the Discord.
It's days like these that I'm glad that you left. I can't dwell on the things that you said.
Post up your game, Sean, in the off topic. I'm curious what you get.